I could keep you for the morning. You know, first of all, we prayed for all of the good things in life, but you know, we need to pray for food for the soul. And I'm going to thank all of the people who volunteered this morning to make this such a lovely occasion. Breakfast food was wonderful, and I thank you, and I know what it means. Well, I was principal of Presentation Academy. Presentation Academy has saved my life. I had been the principal at St. Agnes School for 9 years, and I was very concerned about my life in general. The Sisters of Charity of Nazareth at that time were moving from education into social work. We did have the ability to make a decision for ourselves, but I was at St. Agnes and they kept saying to me, why are you staying there? There are people that need you in the West End. There are people who need you in other parts of Louisville. And the decision was most difficult for me. I wanted to be a community member, but I wanted to be true to the principles of leadership where leadership is needed. And so the first biggest decision that I ever made, that I felt that I was living as a Sister of Charity of Nazareth and in the world today, was to stay at St. Agnes. And I was frightened because I was not doing what everybody else was doing. But that summer, we had a summer school. It was everybody with a 98% average on tests that they had taken, but they came from every place in the city. And I began to be aware. Then my time was up at St. Agnes, and they said, we have a place at the Presentation Academy. I said, well, I haven't been in high school since I left my own high school. And they said, that doesn't make any difference. If you're a leader, you're a leader. That's not true. You need a little bit of preparation. So I spent a year in preparing for secondary education. And let me tell you, my first big leadership movement. I walked into the school that day. A teacher walked in and said, I'm not going to sign my contract. I said, oh, I wonder where the contracts were. So she walked out, and I did find the contracts. Then I went downstairs. There's no sisters here today, so I'll tell the story. They had a separate dining room, and the faculty had a separate dining room. But in the faculty dining room was the sisters' refrigerator. So they said to me, this has gone on and on. Every time we want something, we have to go into the other dining room to get it. I thought, well, you know, I think I could get someone to move a refrigerator. I got that refrigerator moved that day, and you know I was in like Flynn. It's the small decisions that you make. Making a plan, taking the action, and then having a nice time with it. Every sister really cared for me and would do any time when I needed to sit. It was just a wonderful thing. But anyway, that decision to go to presentation was so dear to my heart because there were students from all over the city. But at that time, there were 35% of the students were from the West End. Could they all pay? Could people all pay? No. But I wasn't quite as good in finances as the person I met today. Where are you? Okay. But I knew these girls had to have an education. Didn't know how we're going to do it. And one day in came the mother of Juicy and Lucy. And they said, we're twins and we can't pay. We'll get you through. And it was a realization that you were working in education and the church for what really counts and matters, that every person is entitled to a good education, an excellent education. And was I ever inspired by you today? I was here when the leadership program began. It began with Sister Kathleen Hall, and Kathleen Hall and I are great friends, and I just used to marvel, you'd almost have to say now, at the small things we did. We did what a lot of schools are just beginning to do back there, but I read everything that has been in the record about what you both have done, And I'm so proud of you. And Margaret, when you spoke of Mother Catherine, she is my inspiration. As I developed leadership, I don't really believe that you become a leader immediately. Mine has been a leadership through experiences. Starting when I was the oldest child and no one told me that I was supposed to take care of my brother and sister. But I found out. And it went on and on like that until you were moved and you questioned, should I be a leader? What can I offer? And will I do it with all my heart and soul? And so my heart is a presentation, as everyone in this room. I love it. I don't know if I want to give a talk at the banquet. I thought I was through with that. But, you know, I think I'll prepare to do it. Thank you.